Hello everyone, it's Alrighty here and welcome to another week in toys. As you can see, I've gone for a slightly shorter cut now to hide some of that male pattern baldness that crept in on the last video by surprise. Now, last week I got little Snap Trap here and I bought it from Vinted, and I got a couple of other bargains from Vinted as well. Takara Rampage or Wheeljack from Armada, and also the Thundercracker slash Powerlink Starscream from Armada as well. He was £9 and it was an awesome bargain. Didn't come with any of his other accessories apart from the shield and Pyracon's head. So I've decided that I want to try and complete Pyracon. And what I've done, I've been rummaging through my G1 box and I found a couple of Seacons. The first one, don't know the names to these. The first one is this little fellow here. He's missing his arms, unfortunately, and he's got a terrible case of rust there. I've tried to actually take the screw out to clean it, but it's completely threadbare. So this one is one of the ones where I'll keep an eye out, but this one might just stay as a junker. So I found him anyway. And the second one actually used to be on my childhood Abominus, because I never had Cutthroat as a kid. So this was Cutthroat's replacement. This is C-Wing. Apart from needing a bit of a clean, he's in pretty decent nick, so I don't think I will need to actually upgrade that figure. It's nice to have a childhood figure getting a bit of love, isn't it? So I think, yeah, C-Wing I think his name is. So I've got 3 of the 6, I believe, until today, where I went back onto Vinted, and from the same seller as I found Snap Trap, I also found another Seacon. Now the mental thing was this was £8.50, Snap Trap was only £9. But the good thing is as well, it looks like it comes with an accessory for Snap Trap that was missing, which is awesome. So let me open up the box here. We have Tentakill, or Tentacle, or Tentakill, I forget which one. I think that's it. So yeah, here he is, Tentacle, whatever his name is. So he's one of the Seacons, obviously. As I say, this looks a little bit faded, but it's not too bad. Maybe that was the colour it was meant to be. Stickers are worn, but I think I'm going to have a look for a repro set of stickers when I decide to clean all these up. Can't see any rust, which is good. These joints here could probably do with a bit of a tight. They are pinned, but they're not too loose. Definitely needs a clean. Let's transform him. I think this obviously, that needs loosening. That's stupidly tight. There we are. I think how this works is kinda just like that. I think it's just like that. Yeah. So there we are. Tentakill. I think it's Tentakill. I think. Correct me in the comments below. So yeah, I got him. As I said, one of these sides is a little bit loose, but it's kind of cool that actually this is the figure that obviously went with the Snap Trap that I bought. So it's kind of nice that they're reunited again. Now there was an accessory in here for Snap Trap, and it is the sword. So that is pretty awesome. It's good that I've picked up at least one more of his accessories. I think Mr. Shooty is going to get me a gun as part of my Christmas present. So cheers, Dave, if I be a good boy. So I'm missing 3, possibly 4, because I might need to replace this one. And also the hands and feet. So if anyone has got the hands and feet, let me know. I'll be happy to buy them off you. But yeah, so my Seacons are starting to take shape. Today is Saturday the 29th of October and I've got a parcel from Amazon here. This is a figure that I've paid over the odds for, to be honest. And I don't think it's officially been announced yet. It's turned up on In Demand Toys for about 13, 14 quid. But then you obviously have to pay postage on top of it. This was £19, so I've paid a little bit over the odds for it. I just hope it's the right one, because on my Amazon app, it shows a different picture. It's a right one, thank God for that. It showed the core class Laserbeak from Dark of the Moon, the pink bumblebee. This is, of course, a tiny rumble. Wow, I paid £20 for that. Jesus. I mean, it looks good. It looks really good. But it's a lot of money for what it is, isn't it? Wow, he is tiny. He's proper tiny. Let's open him up. Apparently the message boards have been exploding the fact that he hasn't got any elbows and the pile drivers don't move, and I don't mind that. Now there is a lot of plastic in here, to be fair, because you've got like the 2 pile drivers and his guns and everything like that. You've got little plastic tags holding it in, so no cum rags this time from Hasbro. Oh, and it's worth noting as well, it says Decepticon Rumble in brackets blue. So Rumble is blue. It's official. It's official. Rumble is blue. Frenzy is red. So he is a little bit taller. Now, he hasn't got any elbows. And to be fair, I wouldn't really expect that on a figure this size. I don't think he needs them. I don't know how the pile drivers fit on. He's got space on the back for his guns. Yeah, he looks alright. So we've got his guns here. So we get 2 of these in like an off-white, almost Siege 8 face colour, those are. And we've got his pile drivers here. They have to go onto his arm if you want to have them like that. Rumble often just had the 1 on the back, didn't they? Often. In the animation anyway. So these fit on the back. And then I believe these go out like so. Yeah, you fold the arms in, the hands in, sorry. Like that. Then it looks like you just attach these on like so. Is that how they work? There we go. First we crack the shell, then we crack the nuts inside, and that's him. That's Rumble. That's everything that you get for what, £14 to £20. This was £19. Wow. What have I become? But there is little Rumble. He's pretty awesome. He's pretty cool. Let's do a couple of size comparisons, shall we? So here's Soundwave here, this Earthrise Soundwave, and here is Rumble. So I think that kind of works, doesn't it, in that size scale. Here he is next to the mould where he shares a lot of engineering from. This was the, God, what was this one? Was this Earthrise? This was it. This came from, yeah, I think it was Earthrise, and it came with Rat Bat. And you can see they've done some magic on the legs. So the legs are slightly different. The chest piece is near enough the same. The arms are near enough the same. But yeah, there's definitely some borrowed engineering from this going into this. I have got the Rumble in this, but unfortunately he was broken when he arrived. So at least I suppose I've got a Frenzy still on display. But he will be repainted, won't he? Let's face it. Sorry about the glare there. Here he is next to, was it Universe Ravage that came with Hound, with some G1 accessories attached to him. I think that scale works quite well. And here he is, this is Siege Laserbeak, isn't it? And here he is, all transformed up in his cassette mode. And for those of you that are wondering, he does apparently fit inside Soundwave. So let's move Soundwave's arm out of the way. Let's see if a Rumble fits in there. Let's see if we can get him to fit in. With a bit of a squeeze, he will fit into Soundwave, so that's pretty awesome as well. I don't want to force it in because I don't want to break this figure. But yeah, he does fit in there. So yeah, pretty awesome, cool little figure. It's a shame it cost as much as it did, but you know what? It was an absolute must-have for me because that scene in Transformers the movie is awesome. And as you know, that Studio Series 86 is my bread and butter, and I absolutely need to get them all. So there you go. Today's Sunday, the 30th of October, and I've got back from the NEC Toyfair this afternoon. It's about, 9 o'clock at night now. I had a wicked day with my mate Martin, his 2 kids, and obviously Oliver as well. I'll be honest, I don't think we got round all the stores because we went in a little bit later. I normally do early access. But I didn't this time, went in at half term and it was rammed and yeah, couldn't really get round, and the kids were here, there and everywhere looking for different things, and I haven't had a chance to take a photo of Oliver's haul. If I get a chance to find some of his stuff, I might take some photos and put them up here. But yeah, if not, then or maybe I'll do it another time. It was a pretty successful day, to be honest. I met some people, my good mate James, cheers for giving Oliver that Charizard, mate, really appreciate it. Me and him are going to be going down to Roll Out Roll Call in a couple of weeks' time. I also saw Toys R Us. I saw Magnum, Magnum Prime, I think it is, from a distance. I think he had a store there. I hope I got that right. I met Exim Ferris for the first time, which was absolutely awesome. Yeah, and there was a lot of good stuff there, but to be honest, I hardly got a chance to look properly because of the kids around. I went there with one thing in mind. Obviously, it'd be nice to find a bit of the new Legacy wave, but that's probably wasn't going to happen, and it didn't happen. But as you know, I'm collecting Seacons, and I thought, well, who knows, I might fall across one of those. And the first item I found was one of those. It was Nautilator here. Not complete, unfortunately, and I paid probably over the odds for this. It was 25 quid. It is in really nice condition. Stickers are, I'll give them about a 7 out of 10, not too bad. Did come with like the stand piece that I now come with all these, but none of the blasters. Yeah, I've never experienced this mod. I don't think I've ever seen it in person, to be honest. But it's a quite nice, cool robot mode, actually. Pretty awesome. Yeah, and again, another G1 mould. I know it's like a normal combined limb or whatever. But yeah, he was there. And as I say, I never saw this in person. And I bought this for 25 quid. And I saw another 2 of them at this bloody Toyfair. They didn't have this part with them, and they were in worse condition. So at least I've got a really good condition one. So yeah, that left me only Scalor, I think it is, to complete my Seacons. Guess what my next purchase was? Scalor. So I got one. This was the only one there, and it is a little bit worse for wear. Some of the screws on it are a little bit corroded. So I might try and take those off and give them a good clean. Try and remove some of the corrosions, a bit of rust on one in there. This one is more of a repair job. He needs a good clean. The stickers need coming off. He needs taking apart, to be honest, but I don't mind doing that. I am going to order a set of repro stickers for these. I'm going to re-sticker them up. So it leaves me with not many parts for these now. I need the hands and feet, obviously. I'm actually missing some parts for my original C-Wing, because I didn't realise he had guns that went in the front. Never knew that. I saw one there today and I kind of wish I bought it. It was complete, but I kind of want to keep my original C-Wing. I don't want to replace it because this is probably the best condition childhood one I've got on the Seacons. It's going to be a bit of a repair job. As I say, that this hand is well and truly stuck, probably because of that rusting screw there. But yeah, so I picked up him. He was £8. But the guy did me a deal. He threw in some Pokemon cards for my son. And there was this guy there as well. So I had him for a £5. This is a sideways mould. I want to call this Buzzsaw. I'm probably wrong. But it's the sideways Armada mould. I did want to pick up some Armada stuff. But there wasn't a lot of it there. This is really, really dusty. And he's missing half of this head. As you know, this figure comes with 2 parts that turn into a rider. One of those was missing and one of his missiles are missing. But I thought for a £5, why not pick one up? And I can always look at trying to complete him later on. He works well in robot mode as he is, so he's not too bad. He's just really, really dusty. I don't know if you can see that in this light, but he's proper thick of dust. So yeah, I think he did £12 for the pair, or £13 for the pair, and the Pokemon cards, which I thought weren't bad at all. And I didn't think I was going to pick up anything else, but then I found a few more bits on Exim Ferris's stall. They did me a deal on this, which is Cybertron Starscream. I had this figure many moons ago, and I think I sold it because these parts were missing. It's not complete. It's missing a missile, but I don't really care about that. This is... It's a lovely figure, really, really nice. I've got the massive one, the oversized one. Yeah, I've got a Digimon figure from there as well. But yeah, it was lovely to meet Exim Ferris. Such a great person. Lovely, lovely to speak to. And done an amazing deal on Starscream. Comes with a Cyber Planet key and everything like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy having this guy to muck about and on display. Really, really nice. So yeah, a cheeky £10 Starscream there. Then my final purchases, and I screwed up a little bit with this, to be honest with you. So I got Landmine. This isn't the sword didn't come with it today. It actually comes from my Landmine. So I bought this on a whim, thinking I hadn't got it, and I had got it. Now the good thing is this is in a lot better condition than my original one. So I'm going to list my original one on eBay and just steal it stored. That's my plan. It's not a childhood one. It's one I bought on eBay about a year or so ago. It's not in the best condition, and the robot inside is so floppy it's untrue. And also the arms are starting to go a little bit sticky on it, which is a bit odd. But this, perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. It was actually listed as a tenner on the stall, obviously without the sword. And then this robot was listed for a tenner next to it. And I picked it up and I was checking to see if anything was inside it. And the bloke went, "Is it meant to have something inside it?" And I went, "Yeah, this one's meant to be in it." He went, "Oh, I'll do the two for 15 quid then." I was like, "That's fine, I'll do that." So I bought it. And it is an upgrade from the one that I've got. And hopefully I'll get the money back on the landmine. I think it is landmine, isn't it, this one? I always forget the bloody names. But yeah, this robot's in really good condition, not floppy at all. The overall thing's in really good condition, so really happy about that. And then from the same guy I picked up a Micromaster. I know I'm missing the back piece here, but this was like £2.50. So yeah, I was happy to pick up that. I think I'm only missing the back part to this one now to complete this set of Micromasters, which is pretty cool. And that was it. There was some good stuff there. I didn't get many photos, to be honest, because of the kids being around and everything. But there was some cool stuff to see. Loads of Tonkinators there. I can see those hitting clearance, which is a shame for the people who bought them to sell on and that, but I can see those hitting clearance. Loads of cool stuff. Loads of the new Star Trek figures from Playmates as well. They were pretty cool to see. But yeah, that's probably it for this week in Toy. But until next time, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again really, really soon.